we've got a lovely 1971. That's a Mercedes.
It says Mercedes there. So,
Praise myself.
introduction round 2. So I'm going to reintroduce so it looks like Kate knows what she's talking about. Hello and welcome to Lorbeck Luxury Cars. I'm Harry. In this edition of the Friday Drive, we've got Kate Peck, who's introducing which car?
Bonjour, Harry. I'm so
Hello.
excited to be here. It's a Mercedes-Benz 1971 280 SE 3.5 coupe.
That sounds about right.
About right, yeah. Anyway, I'd like to start with just how good it feels on this steering wheel because it's the widest thing I've driven in a while.
It's like steering a ship.
It is lovely. It's that beautiful old Merc boat feel where you kind of feel like you're sailing on the road. It's gorgeous.
Is that a good thing?
Yeah, it's a great thing.
So-
well, it's not going to, although I did hear that
You're basically
this car
calling
has...
it a land yacht. Yeah.
Well, exactly, the land yacht. But this thing has got a bit of horsepower as well, right? Do you
Well,
know
it's
how
got the
much?
3.5 litre V8 under the bonnet, which is good for, well, a lot more than the regular 6-cylinder that it would have otherwise come with. I don't know what the exact power is, but I'm not sure if they ever really advertise the exact power. But it does get up and boogie.
Okay,
and-
well, 0 to 100 in how?
Today, I don't think they even quoted that back in 1971. I think the answer to that is surprisingly quick. I think it's quicker than that Mazda 2 that's in front of us.
Okay, I
Probably.
might have
Do
to believe
we see if we
you.
can? Do you reckon we can encourage them to have a drag race?
I think we can do that. If I look at him, he looks at me, we'll work it out.
Though I'd be a bit reluctant to because the previous owner of this car spent a huge amount of money restoring it at Sleeping Beauty's.
Harry, tell me more. Oh,
So-
so it was restored at Sleeping Beauty.
Yes. The previous owner spent an enormous amount of money at Sleeping Beauty, and Sleeping Beauty I'm pretty sure they've restored cars which have won Pebble Beach. So this, if Pebble Beach were interested in awarding awards to these sorts of cars, it could be a potential winner, maybe. It has been done very nicely. It looks brand new in here.
It's absolutely beautiful. The interior is gorgeous. It's like a butter lemon. It's like a butter leather inside.
So-
Everything's been thought of. It's so well maintained.
Sounds of business. It's got the electric windows. They've even put heated seats, which is interesting, and it's got the proper under-dash air conditioning, which I'm not sure if that was fitted new, but it's certainly a period one. And we've got a sunroof, which is whoa.
Oh!
It's they do say.
Oh my lord!
How nice is that?
That's so good.
Well, they do say Mercs are built like bank vaults. Well, back in this period, it does sound like an old safe door being opened, doesn't it?
But there's no money at the other side.
No, and certainly got some get up and go.
Oh, it's great to drive. It corners really well as well with those radial tyres that are very good for rain and wear.
The radial tyres. Yeah. Actually, this probably would have had cross plies originally, but anyway, we've moved on from that.
So all this technology, which is very cool because it's everything that you really need in a car.
Yeah.
Was that pretty normal for a 1971 car, or would they have been really, prized added
No, I think
accessories?
no. Electric windows certainly weren't a common feature back in 1970. It was still there, winding up like a bit of a fool, really.
Oh, I was still doing that in the early 2000s.
Yes, I know. So it's quite forward for that time. But I'm just trying to think what other cars were on the market at that time. I mean, you had Rolls-Royce had their Silver Shadow, which probably didn't have a lot of these features. And all the American cars were just bloody awful. So
You know what I'm really looking for is one of those gigantic mobile phones. Or do they come with your 90s models?
I think that was more sort of 80s and 90s. I think we didn't really have the mobile. Well, I mean, I don't really remember too much of it. The 70s or 80s.
Oh, you were around then, weren't you?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you look good for your age.
Yeah, well, I know I do look good for someone who's born in 1950, but I don't really remember much of it.
No, it's that Alzheimer's. It'll get you one day.
I know it's a cruel and unpredictable mistress, isn't it?
And I also read that this was one of the last Coachbuilt Mercedes.
Yes. So I mean, this is a proper hand-built car.
This is
And
legit.
I know, but I normally associate hand-built cars with cars that rattle and don't really work right. But there's not a squeak, a rattle. It feels pretty much new.
I don't mind a little bit of a rattle. You know,
Well-
it really feels like there's a piece of machinery that's been built underneath you. It doesn't feel like too much technology is intervened. It's
But
hand.
But it's as easy as a Corolla to drive.
It is. It's so easy. It's too easy. So, for those that don't know, I don't think a lot of people would know what a Coachbuilt car is. Like, because they're not very common, right?
Well, no, it just essentially means it's hand-built. Everyone's a little bit different. They're built by artisans, not by machines. So,
And not by companies that want to speed up your car, soup it up.
well, that's
such as
right.
Your AMG or your Nismo.
Well, the interesting thing, well, not really that interesting, but FYI, with all these Coachbuilt cars, each of them have their own sort of personality. They're all a little bit different. So you can occasionally come across one which feels a bit gutless and it was built by their one of their lesser artisans, and then occasionally you get ones which are just really well screwed together, just feel like a good car, a bit of a rocket ship. And I think this one, I mean, I have driven it.
Somewhere in the middle.
No, I'm saying this is a good one. They're top shelf. Fritz. Fritz was the A grade mechanic in Germany.
Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz or whatever his name was. Oh, rather rude sounding car.
That wasn't by Fritz, that one.
No, that was
Fritz had nothing to do. Oh, is it off?
But no, this I think this is a particularly well screwed together example, and look at it go.
You're a well screwed together example too, Harry.
Oh.
You might be one of the last Coach-built humans as well.
Well, I was built when Hans had his day off, I think.
You do rattle a little bit,
I've got a few rattles and a few squeaks.
but we'll forgive that.
Yeah, no. And I'm not worth a lot of money. I'm not worth as much as this car, that's for sure.
And I probably wouldn't marry you.
No, there's a couple of issues there, isn't there? Just in case anyone was wondering.
What about the stereo?
Well, ask me about the set. Does it work?
What about, does the stereo work?
Let's find out.
Oh, there goes the aerial.
Oh, aerial's going up. That's it. Oh, hello. Blocking the
Positive.
camera. Yeah.
Okay, BC. Is that before Christ? Or is that
Before-
before COVID?
Before COVID, before Christ, and before something else. And then 2 FMs. It's very confusing.
I mean, even these days we don't have 2 FMs.
Actually, is there still radio now? Or is it all digital?
No, there's radio. God.
Oh no. I don't watch
Don't make
I
out
don't watch
as if you're 6
TV. I
years
don't
old.
Well, no, I don't watch TV and I don't listen to the radio, so I don't know these things.
Well, I
Fun
do
fact,
both
I haven't
of
watched
them.
a Friday Drive. Hope they're good.
Oh, you are. You're going to watch this one.
Am I?
Yes. You'll sit there like Chinese torture. No,
Yeah, watch myself. It'd be a bit weird, won't it?
Yeah, that would be weird. I meant more like prisoner of war camps. You know where they used to, I think it was Japanese prisoner of war camps, where they used to put the matchsticks in your eyeballs to keep your eyelids open?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Well, this is how I'm going to get you to watch
Oh,
Friday
okay,
Drive.
sorry. I was just sort of lurched over to a very, very strange topic out of nowhere.
It's 2021, Harry. We're starting things weird. Things are only going to get more weird. I'm
Well-
just warning you.
As long as it's in one of these, I'm happy. It
Yeah.
can get really weird.
But it really is such a beautiful car to drive. It doesn't feel old. It feels so smooth.
So
All
your
is
initial
well.
accusation of it being a bit of a land yacht was really pretty unfair.
Well, maybe it was. But still, it feels like I'm on a gorgeous sailing boat cruising the streets of St Kilda. So I think that's a compliment. This is a cruiser.
Yes, it does make old St Kilda foreshore feel a bit like the French Riviera if you've really, really have a good, strong imagination.
If you squint,
You
and you
squint
might
and-
be visually impaired.
Okay, it's close enough. It's no Sydney Harbour, is it?
It's not, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
That's all right.
And it gets a nice amount of attention.
Yes, but from all the wrong people, unfortunately.
No, there's some right people in there too. It's
Oh, there
not
are?
some souped up supercar that attracts, your Macca's drive-through
When are they going
kebab
to
shop
build
owning.
when are they going to build a car which attracts the attention of only the people you want to attract attention of?
So like if you're a dude and a straight dude that wants like lots of hot chicks, like what car would that be?
Well, if you saw a dude driving this, I mean, if you saw,
I would probably froth, yes.
you'd say,
I'd
adios.
say that
adios.
dude has style, sophistication, and maybe money.
Perfect. So
I'll marry you.
Okay, all right. So there you go.
There you go.
If you feel inclined to marry Kate Peck, just come down to Lorwick Luxury Cars and buy stunning 1971 280 SE 3.5 Coupe. Is it? Are you going to certify that opinion?
This will be part of the dowry.
Okay, right. And yeah, so bring in a checkbook and a couple of goats.
Maybe a camel.
A camel.